The impatient wait. The last few steps on the way to the pitch. The gates of the Allianz Arena are opening. Kickoff is but 10 minutes away for the players of Bayern Munich and their opponents. You try to get a sense of the game even in the tunnel, of what might happen, of how the other team play. You try to acclimatize yourself to it. Sometimes too you completely cut yourself off from the noise around you. You're in your own world. Every game's actually the same. How you prepare yourself, how everyone gets ready. Each player has his own ritual. I used to have maybe 15 to 20 things that had to be just right. Then I'd be calm and collected on the pitch. But that's fatal, of course, because if you forget just one thing, you think you're going to have a bad game. One time I forgot 2 things and promptly scored 2 goals. So I binned all 15. But that was all important for me, and I think each player has something like that. Not only each player. After all, you're only successful as a team. For example, at Anfield, the ground of Liverpool FC, there's one ritual the entire team adheres to. Touching the crest in the tunnel is a must for every English member of the team.
Ja, ich persönlich habe es nie abgeklatscht, weil
I personally never gave it a pat because I was new there and not so presumptuous as to immediately latch on to this old tradition.
Sofort einzunehmen.
I know that all of the English players, many of whom had come through the Liverpool Academy and naturally had a special bond with the club, they all certainly touched it.
Dass die es eben alle abgeklatscht haben.
What makes Liverpool so fascinating to him was in any case a whole different phenomenon. You stand in the tunnel, the song You'll Never Walk Alone starts up and the whole ground sings it. You get extremely impatient and despite the tension, you really want to get out there to experience this feeling with them. Singing anthems, be it in Liverpool or Glasgow, it's a tradition amongst the British fans to inspire their own team. The name of the game then for the opposition is to hold your nerve. Mark van Bommel can tell you a thing or two about it.
By Glasgow Rangers.
I played once in Glasgow against Rangers for Eindhoven. We were standing in the tunnel and it was actually very calm, very quiet. Then suddenly this song started. Kids, grandpas, men, women were all singing it. It was such a noise. I've never experienced anything like it at any other ground. It really gave you a shiver down the spine and we looked around at each other and went on to lose 4-1. Perhaps that was partly down to the impression before the game. It was certainly a powerful one.
Vielleicht war das auch schon eindrucksvoll, aber das war heftig.
At his former club, Barcelona, the waiting players are fired up by no less than 90,000 fans. For the sake of success, you're also happy to respect your teammates' quirks before the game's on at the Camp Nou. I'm one of the last out of the changing room, but in Barcelona it was always Ronaldinho. One day I was very late getting there and he kept waiting, and I wondered what he was doing. Then I realized that he was waiting for me to go out and then he would go out. So I hurried up a bit and things were then fine for him as well. The La Moreneta Chapel, right next to the tunnel, is no place to hurry. Spiritual support for almost all the stars just before kickoff. Some of the lads always crossed themselves and paused briefly as they went by. Some of the opposition players too. It's simply part of the Barcelona story and great that there's such a thing there in the stadium. Today, the Allianz Arena and Bayern Munich are home for Mark van Bommel. But the feeling of tension in the tunnel and the rituals are the very same as in every ground in the world. For the final few steps on the way to the pitch defy all experience and routine. Only 1 minute until kickoff.
It's an indication of the size of the US economy and their passion for sport that this is the stadium of Auburn, no more than a medium-sized college. And this is their annual game against another college within the same state, the University of Alabama, based in Tuscaloosa, a few hours' drive away. This fixture has the scale, intensity and hoopla of a grand national final, but is in reality nothing more than a local derby between amateur students, only in America.
Yes. Thank you so much. Really damn good. Thank you. If anything sums up America better, it's simultaneously preposterous, incredibly laughable, impressive, charming, ridiculous, expensive, overpopulated, wonderful, American.
I don't know what it is, but it's a religion in this area of the South.
Football makes everything go. I mean, it's just a way of life for us.
We won the Iron Bowl. We won the SEC championship. We were undefeated.
The winner is Cam Newton.
I'm so proud. I was wearing my jersey when he won. Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
You know, you hate to say that they're spoiled, but they may never see a season like this again.
For a long time, they were kind of the laughing stock of the Pac-10. I mean, we've been waiting a long time for this.
Hey, man, the Ducks going to the national championship, going natty. It's been pretty crazy around here.
1 in a million. It's amazing. It's like the best year to be a freshman at the U of A.
Such a rare chance, this trip to the desert. Oregon and Auburn, 1 versus 2. But so far, it's been the year of Cam Newton, with only a national title the missing piece.
Cause I'm gliding up there, oh so very high, that if the clouds were to drop me, then I'd fall out the sky. I don't really know why I'm here. I guess I'm just here for the ride. I swear it feels like I'm dreaming. It's vividly defined, yeah.
But it's what's behind both teams that drives it all. Pride. Pride is the reason you're wearing that awful hat. It's your license plate. Or those flags on your car. It's doing this without anyone feeling even the slightest bit strange about it.
We duck out the car. If they could go to jail, they want to go to jail in the ducked out car.
It's coming out at 8 in the morning, just for the chance to talk about your team.
So fast.
Then, doing that chant that you all do, and not because we ask you to. But it's the feeling that all of this is helping and that the team needs us to.
We let the Ducks win.
It starts at birth and it never falters. It's pride. Plain and simple.
Hit 'em high, hit 'em low, stand up and you. Hey!
Good job, dude.
But it was just a dream. Just a moment ago. I was up so high, looking down at the sky. Don't let me fall. I was shooting for stars on a Saturday night. They say what goes up must come down, but don't let me fall.
You are looking live at the University of Phoenix Stadium, where college football's final test unfolds. A competition encompassing every emotion, driven by the dream to become national champions. Tonight, we feature a Heisman Trophy winner on one team, Auburn's Cam Newton, and the nation's leading rusher on the other, Oregon's LaMichael James. They now come head-to-head in the 2011 Tostitos BCS National Championship. It's the #1 Auburn Tigers, champions of the SEC, squaring off against the #2 Oregon Ducks, victors of the Pac-10. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome with my partner, Kirk Herbstreit. I'm Brett Musburger. We so enjoy having you with us here tonight. I can't tell you the excitement that we feel in this stadium. And, you know, Herbie, for most of these players who are seniors, this is the last time they're going to ever play football. They're not going to the National Football League. And what a stage that they're going to exit on.